Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So I just got done reading Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. If you're not familiar with who this is, he's basically the only person in U.S. military history to not only complete Navy SEALs training after going through BUDS 3 times, but also Army Ranger School and Air Force Tactical Air Controller training. Now, any of these things would be a special rare feat for anyone. But for David, it's just one of the absolutely incredible things he's been able to achieve and continues to achieve to this day. Now, I discovered David through YouTube, through a channel called Tom Bilyeu. Now, Tom Bilyeu is a very successful entrepreneur. He's built a $1 billion plus business, and on his channel, he interviews other successful entrepreneurs and people. But David really stood out, mainly because of his story. Because this man went through absolute hell, and in a lot of cases, I still think he's going through hell to this day. Because as a kid, he was physically and emotionally abused by his father. He faced racial discrimination, suffered learning disabilities, and pretty much had health problems throughout his whole life. And even when he went to the military, where he spent 20 plus years, things never got much easier. And as a matter of fact, it probably got harder in a lot of cases because now he was competing against the elite of the elite, and he was going through some very dangerous locations like Iran, Afghanistan, and so forth. And then that even went through to his ultra marathon life as well, where he was running 100 plus miles marathons and nearly dying in many cases. And so all of these things, they just seem absolutely inhuman, especially considering where David came from. But the one thing that you'll get, and the one word that really sticks in my mind, is responsibility. Because throughout this whole book, that is what David really focuses on. From going from somebody who was weak, who had a victim mindset, to becoming an absolute warrior of his life. He takes responsibility for everything. Whether it was through him or some other factor, he makes no excuses. And that is something I feel that a lot of people can put in their own life. You know, whenever we are going through these challenges and obstacles, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be something as absolutely death-defying as what he went through. We could still discover that warrior within, and learn really who you are. And that's what he focuses on so much, taking responsibility, having that self-discovery, and really seeing where you could push yourself beyond what you ever thought was possible. And by the end of this book, which is nearly 400 pages, I really felt that not only I could relate with David in a lot of ways, because maybe you might have gone through those same things, but I could also feel like, hey, I can do it, and I must do it. And the only way I could do it is to actually take action, take responsibility. And that is something that I really respect about David, because he is a true practitioner. He doesn't talk about things from book knowledge, theories, or glory days that he had years ago. He took action, and he's still doing that to this day. And that is something that I try to do myself. I am a practitioner, and so a lot of things that I talk about on my channel, it's through actual experience, through actually doing it. And so this is an incredible book. I highly recommend that you read it. Check him out on YouTube. His story is incredible. And it's really not just about motivation alone, because honestly, that is not enough. It's about really discovering who you are, taking responsibility, and making changes so that nobody can hurt you, especially yourself. And so if this is a book that you read, I'd really like to know some of your comments, or maybe you've seen his YouTube videos as well. And if you did want to support this channel and get this book, I will leave an affiliate link in the description area below. And so thanks so much for watching this episode. If you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Gold Content Creators Group, where you'll get access to 30 videos plus additional content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators Group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.